Okay, to be honest, this is a good looking belt. Not even gonna lie. This belt is actually good looking. I know I haven't done a video in a while, so I'm gonna take like a little bit of time to probably just like break down some of my favorite things going on in WWE and some of my least favorite things. But this also is gonna be a prediction video, so I think I'm gonna start off like this. I think the last time since I posted a video, I think it was after WrestleMania. And one thing I can say is it's been hectic, to say the least. Vince McMahon is back. I don't like that. Triple H is still in charge of creative. I like that. LA Knight still hasn't been pushed. I hate that. But the Bloodline story is still going on. I like that. Now, hear me out. The reason why I like the Bloodline story continuing because there's still so many different layers that is yet to be unlocked. And I think we're finally getting to the point where they're all being unlocked right now. With Jimmy finally coming to his senses that he just has had enough of Roman. Ever since, I feel like Jimmy still has some kind of thing after he was put in the guillotine by Roman at Hell in a Cell. So he forced his brother Jay to change. Roman forced Jay to join Roman's side when he really shouldn't have. When Jay should be the Universal Champion, should have won the Universal title. Not this title. But if he had to fall in line, he knew he had to fall in line, and he fell in line with everything. And he's taken the abuse, he's taken the physical and mental torture. He joined up with his brother Jay after he took Roman's side regardless of what he did to him before when Sammy turned on him at Royal Rumble. It's just a lot. I think it's a lot, and it's now falling on the hands of Jay to try to keep everything together, and he can't in this moment, knowing that it is falling apart. It's all crumbling in like seconds, and he's trying to, but he can't. So I love the Bloodline story, just getting that layer, that little bit of layer, just like still continuing to go and go and go. It's the best storyline in wrestling. There's still more that you can unlock and fully tap into, and I think they're really doing that now more than ever. The brand split happened. I actually like the brand split. I don't think the brand split has been immediately ruined. It's actually a good thing that they still can switch brands. Obviously, the Undisputed Tag Champions are the Undisputed Tag Champions. You want to continue for those two to appear on both shows as much as you possibly can. And at the same time, I like that Rhea and Bianca didn't switch championships. They didn't need to. I think if you keep both titles on them, you keep on the lineage of their current championship reign, which is a good thing. And you know what? It actually gives both shows a different perspective. You give SmackDown the perspective of like, oh, you know what? Even if it's a Raw title, it's still an important championship because Bianca's held on to that championship for a year now. So whoever beats her at this point, they will have earned that opportunity to call themselves a real champion. For Rhea Ripley, she's the most dominant woman on the brand, moving to Raw, from SmackDown to join up with the Judgment Day to complete that little thing. It actually makes sense because you don't really have that many great teams on Raw to fill that void, and somebody like Rhea actually boosts the Raw roster a little bit more than what Bianca does, but she does that for SmackDown regardless. So it's a lot of things I actually enjoy. I am enjoying Trish Stratus' heel turn run. For Hall of Famer now turned heel, it's amazing to watch. Because you don't really have to cheer for her anymore. You're not forced to cheer because she's like this big important figure. You actually are given a reason to hate her, and it's very much superb work by her to get a lot of heel heat, and it's working. I love it. I really do. Gunther's Intercontinental Championship reign is still fantastic. I think there's still time for Imperium to win Tag Team Gold in some kind of near future, so I'm holding on to that. I also love the fact that Cody did lose at WrestleMania. And I think for the story itself that they're working with Cody's redemption, the road to finishing the story, I think it's been absolutely fantastic. It's been perhaps the best story that it's perhaps the best current news story going on. I think for once WWE have actually stuck to a point, and the point is it's not going to be easy to top Roman no matter what you do, no matter who you are, no matter what your drive is. And for Cody being so close but not being able to capture the Undisputed Championship, I was pissed off. I didn't say I was gonna hate it. I ain't gonna say I hated it. But I am gonna say I was pissed off in the moment because I could not believe that he did not win. But the story with Brock Lesnar is the perfect opponent. He's the perfect second piece and a good piece of challenge that Cody needs to push himself to the furthest ability to really unlock that drive to be, boom, to be an aggressive man that he needs to be. So I love this story right now. I love that Cody is now like really earning his stripes, and he is more over than he has ever been. For people who say that he is not over anymore, that he doesn't deserve an opportunity to be the champion, you need to look at what you're watching right now, because he's unbelievable. He's unbelievable in this current run. And then you also have the return of the World Heavyweight Championship. Plus. I love it. I love that the World Heavyweight Championship is back. I love the design of the big gold belt. It doesn't matter if it's the logo in the middle. That is just the branding, as you can see with the Universal Championship. It's just the branding of it now. Like this is always just going to be there. The logo is always going to be present no matter what. You can also say the same for the WWE Championship. It's just going to be there. It's all part of current branding 2020. You want your presence to be felt in the most important way possible. And there's no bigger way to present your company than to just put your logo right in the middle and on the sides. That's how you get merch. That's how you get big time deals. That's how you get people to watch. I'm actually going to switch belts now. So I'm actually going to... Actually, you know what? Since it is Night of Champions, might as well be the undisputed champion of this YouTube channel. So, I have my predictions now. So, I got that out the way. I'm going to at least do my predictions. So, this is not how the match card is going to be. In all honesty, I just lined it up because, I just know the matches that is happening. The Undisputed Tag Title match, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. I think this is going to be the main event. It should be the main event. I'm going to go with KO and Sami to win. I'm not going to say by disqualification. They're going to retain in a clean victory, and Roman is going to take the pin. His first pinfall loss since 2019, and it's going to be via Sami Zayn. That's going to be insane. Now, obviously, Night of Champions. They're not following the whole Night of Champions thing, but who gives a crap? Roman doesn't need to defend all the time, but, and there really isn't a challenger at the moment, so this is a perfect time for him to take a break and actually go after something else. Now, if he does win, it does create a little bit of a thing of, Roman has all the gold. What more can he do? He's the most dominant figure in wrestling. It's Belt Collector 2.0, but done in the best way possible. He's got the Undisputed titles. He's got the tag titles. Yeah, he's just going to be better than Kenny Omega in that moment. Now, do I want Roman and Solo to win? I actually don't. I actually want Roman to hold on to just the Undisputed Universal title. Also, glad that it's still 2 belts, not 1. Not yet, that is, but it should be the WWE Championship. They should drop the Universal title. And Roman just continue the lineage of the WWE Championship and combine it into this belt, because the WWE title is still the most important figure in all of wrestling. It's still the most important championship in all of wrestling, by far. So, getting rid of this, 60 years, can't do that. You gotta drop this thing, because you can't make any merch when your top branded belt is gone. So, I think it's going to stay. I think this is going to stay. Also, this is real metal, by the way. Or so I think. I don't really care. But, yeah, I really don't I don't want Roman and Solo to win the tag titles. I think the story that is going on right now, if Roman loses, he has more to be frustrated about. And plus, he has a reason to be mad at Solo then. Because, think about it like this. He takes the pin. Roman takes the pin. He's going to be looking at Solo and be like, dude, where the hell were you? Why didn't you help me? You're my family. And Solo's going to get pissed. It's going to cause more tension. Or Solo takes the pin. Roman's getting more and more pissed off that his family is now becoming inept. It's a lot of layers. I love it. Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles, the World Heavyweight Championship Tournament Final. I don't have Seth winning this match. I actually want AJ Styles to win, and I think AJ Styles is going to win. You have a trustworthy champion. It's one more title reign for AJ Styles, who has been out of action for quite some time. And at the same time, AJ Styles is still really damn good in the ring. He still can go. And you give SmackDown and Raw a fighting champion. Well, I think if you put AJ Styles, if you give AJ Styles the World Heavyweight Championship, he's going to be drafted to Raw. So you still give AJ a chance to compete against the top guys on Raw, and there's a lot of good guys on Raw that he can go against. I can't say off the top of my head who I would want him to be his first challenger, but it's just, you can't really go wrong with either one. But Seth is now kind of beginning to go into a part-time phase, if you think about it. He's doing Captain America, so it's going to give him less time. He's missing some Raw days. So now he becomes the antithesis of what he hated about Brock Lesnar when he won the Universal Championship. He's become the antithesis of Roman Reigns when he won the undisputed Universal WWE Championship. It's kind of like a lose for Seth and WWE, but it's also like a lose win. Seth probably won't be pushed immediately, even though he is Triple H's guy, but you got a reliable hand in AJ Styles. So there really is no real missed opportunity. So it's just I really do want Seth to win. I wish Seth does win, but I want AJ to win. That is where I'm sticking at. Bianca Belair versus Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship. I am actually going to go with Asuka. Now, I know I went with her at WrestleMania. She failed. But I think the time is now to cut Bianca's Women's Championship reign down. I think it's time to give Asuka a real dominant championship run for a good year and a half. And when the time is right, I think you just put the right challenger in front of her, and Asuka does lose clean. But Asuka needs a revamp. This is the perfect revamp. This is the perfect time for a revamp. Bianca Belair is in need of something different, to be a challenger, to be the hunter, and at the same time, give him a little bit of a facelift. I think a heel turn is in the work for her. I think it's time to see heel EST for the first time on the main roster. We haven't seen a heel EST since her NXT run. And you really should see Bianca as a heel. She is fantastic. She's very, 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 very good at generating heat, and at the same time, just being an absolute bitch. She's really good at that. Nothing else to say about that. I think Asuka's time is now to win the championship. If she doesn't, then I think Asuka is through in WWE at this point. Rhea Ripley versus Natalya. Why do I need to say anything more about this? Rhea's going to kill Natty. Why even bother? Gunther versus Mustafa Ali. So proud that Mustafa Ali is getting a chance to go after a championship. Unfortunately, it's Gunther, the most dominant champion that is not Roman Reigns. He retains. He's phenomenal. But I really do have a thing in my mind where Ali just gets the biggest upset. And it would be unreal. And he just gets a massive pop from the Saudi crowd. And I would love that. I would freaking love that. Trish Stratus versus Becky Lynch. I'm going to go with Trish Stratus because I think this match is going to build gonna help build into their SummerSlam match. So I guess give Trish like a sneaky win on the side, not a big time like clean win just yet, not yet. Like a small win. Just give her like a nice little cushion win where she barely gets the job done, but at the same time she had to resort to cheat tactics in order to beat Becky Lynch, which leads to the rematch probably at Money in the Bank and one more match at SummerSlam, which is perfect. I think a 3-series match on pay-per-view is good, and I really do want to see more of heel Trish as the months go by and Becky trying to really figure her out. It'll be cool to see. And then finally, the fight. Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar. Give me Cody Rhodes. The story continues where Cody is building his redemption tour to being the undisputed champion, to being the WWE champion, to being the one to topple Roman Reigns. This is where the story continues to grow. And I think in this moment in time, Cody's going through so much, and it's freaking awesome to see. I really do hope that Cody does win. Brock doesn't need any more wins in this moment, and he's just going to get that Saudi bag at this point. And I think it's going to be Brock's real last match for quite a while, because I don't see him coming back for Money in the Bank. If he does, he's going to get paid. He's got to get a big payday. It's got to be some kind of big payday. If not, then he's not coming back until probably maybe next year. Who knows? But yeah, Cody wins. So those are my predictions for Night of Champions. It is. I don't know what time it is. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 8:03 a.m.
I am terribly tired. And the show starts at 1. Yeah, it's going to be a while. 4 hours. I don't know. Anyways, I got some time to kill. Peace and love, everybody. I hope to see you all very soon. And I will also be doing a review video for Night of Champions right after the show. So stay tuned for that later today. Love you guys.